I am gaming. I am gaming. I am gaming podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on the latest episode of I'm Gaming Podcast. This is a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, and many more cool things I find to be in the same realm of business and creative ventures. Like always, a huge thanks goes to my Patreon supporters, and all of them make this podcast possible. Again, big thanks to all of you, and thank you for allowing me to keep making what I love to do, which is I'm Gaming Podcast, among other things. If you too would like to support me through Patreon, please check out the link in the description below and do the same for all of my Patreon supporters as well. This is going to be a really short episode. It's episode 116, and it's going to be an episode that measures a milestone, which is a small milestone, but still a milestone. 50 Unreal Engine tutorials I managed to do in the previous year. So 50 Unreal Engine tutorial videos on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which sounds like a lot, but it actually kind of passed pretty quickly for me. I managed to create a solid timetable for it, at least in my perspective. I do one video per week. It's usually on Wednesday or somewhere in the middle of the work week, and I publish it on my YouTube channel. And things were going pretty well when I started, but they kept on going better and better as time went by. All of them are available in my playlist, which is Unreal Engine Beginner Tutorials, and I'm adding new content basically on a regular weekly basis. And I have to say, it's going pretty cool, and it's going pretty well. And I'm really happy about it because I started learning the same Unreal Engine, or the same basic, let's call it, game engine, exactly a year ago, and since then I worked as well as I could on trying to figure it out the best I can and kind of showcasing that knowledge to everyone else who's also a beginner. Now I have to say that Unreal Engine is a fantastic tool, but it's really a complex tool as well. It demands a lot of work, a lot of effort to be able to create holistic, complete outputs like games or visual effects that are created top to from bottom. But in my case, I can't do any of that. I can try to figure out simple elements and then understand them the best I can and translate that into these podcasts. More precisely, not this is a podcast, into these tutorial videos. It's not easy, it's not even hard actually, to be honest, but it's somewhere in the middle, and I just like it that way. And it's giving results. My YouTube channel is growing slowly, but going in terms of subscribers. If you're one of them, thank you so much. But also in terms of views and watch hours, all of those stats are going up, which is always an amazing thing for any kind of micro venture, which this YouTube channel most definitely is. So 50 down. I'm hoping that there will be at least 50 more. Thank you everyone for checking them out. Thank you everyone for being on this channel, and thanks again for supporting me through either subscriptions, likes, comments. I love to hear from you that you found any video useful or have some questions, and that's amazing thing to have, and I'm really grateful for all of you. So thanks again for being here on my channel, and hopefully I'll see you on next videos as well, especially if you're into Unreal Engine and you want to learn it either as a beginner or someone who's an intermediary but can still get a bit of advice from ye old me. That's all for this episode of I'm Gaming Podcast. Thank you so much for checking it out. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Again, a huge thanks to all my Patreon supporters. You're really awesome, and you help this podcast keep going and keep making. It allows me to keep making new episodes. So big thanks once again. That's all for this episode of I'm Gaming Podcast. Thank you. For the last time, I said thank you for like 1,000 times in this episode, but this is the last one. And I hope I see you on next week's episode, which is going to be episode 117. Until then, bye bye and have a great week.